ID is 181352450. Today we are learn about object-oriented design. So let's get it started. Object-oriented design. Java is a class-based object-oriented programming language that is built around the concept of object. The main principles of object-oriented programming are abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. Abstraction in Java. Abstraction is a process of hiding the implementation details and showing only functionality to the user. Way to achieve abstraction. There are two ways to achieve abstraction in Java. Abstract class 0 to 100% or interface class we use, and this is the fully hiding. Abstraction in Java. Points to remember. An abstract class must be declared with an abstract keyword. It can have abstract and non-abstract method. It cannot be instantiated. It can have constructor and static method also. It can have final method which will force the subclass not to change the body of the method. Class there is the package of object-oriented programming package, and there is the abstract class. Abstract class when you create a abstract class, this is the declared first abstract. This is the abstract class and abstract body. There is abstract body. Abstract method has no body. Abstract abstract method is also declared abstract. So first abstract void draw function, and there is a class function, class rectangular function. Class rectangular is access all about abstract draw all about shape classes. The shape class, here is a void draw function create, and there is a system.out.println drawing rectangular. This is the output, and here is a class circle. Here is a class circle. This is also extend the shape class, and this is the there is the same method void draw system.out.println drawing circle. There is another class. This name is test abstraction, and there is a main method public static void main static string args, and there is a create a object of shape class and call circle function. There is a circle, and when we create object dot draw, this means the print of drawing circles. So we run this function. Now we run this all program. So here we can see now we learn about abstraction in Java, and now we learn about encapsulation in Java. Encapsulation in Java is a process of wrapping code and data together into a single unit. Advantage of encapsulation in Java. There are benefits of encapsulation in Java. Data hiding. It can provide the programmer to hide the inner classes and the user to give access only to the desired code. It allows the programmer to not allow the user to know variable and data store. Getter and setter method. Private member can only be accessed within the same class and outside class cannot access the data member of that class. If you need to access these variables, you have to use public getter and setter method. Flexibility. With this we can make the data as a read-only or write-only as we require it to be. It also improves the maintainability and flexibility of code. Reusability. It allows the user, a programmer, to use the existing code again and again and an effective way. So let's get start code. How to encapsulation. Already we create a project. We created two class in project. There is a student class, otherwise a new class. There is a class name is test, and there is a package name OOP, and there is a class name student, and there is a variable inside in class private. Variable name is string, variable data type is string, and this is the variable name is name. And there is a getter method for name, public string get name method, and there is a return type of name, and setter method for name, public void set name, and there is a parameter of variable, and this dot name equal name, and there is a new class, and this means is the test class and main class, and here is a inside this class main class public static void main is under, and we create a object of student class student dot s student s equal new student, and we setting the value of the name of number, and we set name, and we call object. And inheritance in Java. Inheritance in Java is a mechanism in which one object acquires all the properties and behaviors of a parent object. Terms used in inheritance. Class. A class is a group of objects which have a common properties. Subclass or child class. Subclass is a class which inherits the other class. Superclass or parent class. Superclass is the class from where a subclass inherits the feature. Reusability. As the name of it specifies, reusability is the mechanism which is facilitates you to reuse the fields and method of existing class when you create a new class. This means we can say class is a template of blueprint from which object is created. Otherwise, subclass is it is also called a derived class or extend class, or child class. So let's get started about coding inheritance. Already created inheritance in class. Inheritance, there is a one package, new package, and there is a class animal class and a dog class extend animal. There is a bark function, bark method, and there is a print barking, and other class is the test inheritance, and there is a main method, and we create a dog class object d, and when we call d dot bark method, this call to go to d dot dog method is go to barking, and then when d dot eat method, this is called eating. So let's get to run this function. So exactly when we need output, this is the barking and eating, and other program is there is a there another program is, and there is animal class, and animal class under is eat method, and there is a eating output, and also class baby dog extend dog. This means dog all method is come from baby dog, and when we call baby dog, this is, and we can access dog after create a test inheritance to class, and there is a main method, and create a baby dog object. When create a baby dog object, d dot whip, this means baby dog whipping, and there is a d dot bark. D dot bark means mm, d dot bark means dog dog class. If there is a dog class has a bark method. This bark method is also work in this baby dog class. So when we when we call baby dog object, this d dot bark is calling, and d dot eat means is going to baby dog class, and animal class has a method. Is method is come from baby dog, and it's calling. So when we run this function, that we can see whipping, barking, and eating. So this is the inheritance, and Java does not support multiple inheritance. So here is the code, and here there is a class A, there is a some method void message, and there is a class B, and some, and another method is there. When we call two method is one extent, Java is not support this. So here is a line red underline. This is the means cause Java does not support, because there is a same method of the same class. So why Java does not support inheritance. Polymorphism in Java. In Java language, polymorphism is essential considered into two versions. One is compile time polymorphism. This means static blinding or method overloading. And another is runtime polymorphism. This means dynamic building or method overriding. This is the same things. So we learn about firstly method overloading in Java. The method overloading, if a class has a multiple method having a same name but different in parameter, it is known as a method overloading. Suppose you have to perform, if we have to perform only one operation having same names of the same method, increase the readability of the program. So we go try to run program in. Suppose you have to perform addition of the given number, but there we can be number of arguments. If you write the method such as a int for different way to overload the method, there are two ways to overload the method in Java: by changing number of arguments, by changing the data type. There is the by changing of the number of arguments. There is int is the there is the int. There is a two types of arguments, and there is a three arguments, and this is the number of arguments. And there is by changing the data type, and the firstly it is the integer, and secondly is a double b. This means that there is the data type is changed. This is called the by changing the data type. So here we can try about the code, and we and I'm also make there is code already existing, and there is a class header. From class header there is a static, because static is no overloaded, and we are creating static method so that we don't need to creating instance for calling method. And there is a class test overloading one, and there is a main method, and main method has adder dot add means, and calls this adder class, and there is a dot add means firstly add, and there is a two parameters to go. It's a finding two parameter function, and there is a two parameter int b, and it goes to first integer add method. And return a plus b, return is coming from, there is a println and there is a print, and already print is 11, 11 is 22, and there is a add function. There is a three parameters, so find the where is the three parameters, and there is a three parameters add dot function, and it is written three parameter a plus b plus c. That means three elements is plus, and there is the output. So here we run this program, we can see there is a 22 or 33. This is the changing number of arguments and method overloading, changing data type of argument. In this example we have to create two methods, and two methods, there is a one different data type. There is a two methods and different data type. There is an integer and there is a double. So this is the this is the changing data type of argument. And when this is the same of the number of argument is also like a same, because there is a different is the data type. There is a data type is integer, there is a double. And when you call add.1111, there is a call to, it is a integer data type, and there is a finding search, finding where is the integer data type, and it is going to integer. And there is a 12.3 and 12.6, there is a double or float, and here is a, it's finding double data types, and it goes to this double function, double method, and there is a double a, and the return is a double 12 into 12.3 or 12.6. There is a addition, and the return this value, and it's a print out. And we run this, when we run this program, and we can see this output is 22 and 24.9. There is already 11 is 22, and there is addition of 24. This is the, sorry, this is the changing data type. This is the method overloading. So here we run about method overriding. Method overriding in Java, if subclass means child class has the same method as the declared in the parent class, it is known as the method overriding in Java. Rules of method Java method overriding. The method must have the same name as in the parent class. The method must have same the parameter as in the parent class. The must be in is the relationship. This means inheritance. Here is this example. In other words, if a subclass provides the specific implementation of the method that has been declared by one its parent class, it is known as a method overloading. Uh, let's understand the program that we may face in the program if we don't use the method overloading. In this example, we have defined the run method. If we run method, and in the subclass has defined the parent class, but it has some specific implementation. And there is a public static void and string.args. This is the main method, and we create a bike2 object in this bike2 function. And when we call this method object dot call by, when we call by method in throw object, there is object dot run, it goes to bike2, because the bike vehicle extend bike2 is extend vehicle. This means because all method attribute is come to bike2. So when we call object dot run, this means it's calling bike is running safety, and there is a output, we see bike is running safely is here. So already this is the a real example in Java method. So that's it. Thank you watching my video presentation.